We're gonna need you, bro. We're gonna need you.
Oh man, so that was a cool, quick moment between Myles Garrett and Shedeur Sanders. There's much more on the full Shedeur Sanders mic'd up from the previous preseason game. They had a cool exchange, but it seems like them boys may be bonding on some more things moving forward because just like Shedeur a month or so ago, Myles Garrett was caught speeding, man. They say homie was going 160. Interesting situation, but I would love to see how people speak on this because they were just killing the young man for doing this shit. But when you are Myles Garrett, you get some leeway, right? We love Shedeur, but we know the fifth rounder can't get away with the same things that the star player gets away with. But this right here was funny as hell. They say Shedeur Sanders watching Myles Garrett walk into traffic court. But hey, speaking of that, man, someone else that Shedeur was happy to see, which was Tony Grossi. We talked about this, we covered this, but just to run it back one more time in case you guys may have missed it.
Tony, I be hoping you be, hold on. Tony, I be hoping you got something positive to say about me. You only say negative stuff about me. And I'm like, I ain't do nothing to you. No. I ain't seen nothing positive that you ever say. I did some positive everything. What up, Tony? Come on, Tony. What I do to you, Tony?
Okay, so Tony speaks on the situation, all right? He talked to Rizzo and he talked to his other homie. Pete, these two interactions.
I initiated the conversation. After he got off the podium and was walking to the locker room, I was behind him and I not shouted, as it called his name for him to stop. I wanted to ask him one more question. So he didn't come directly to me.
Okay.
I actually came to him first. And we're both laughing at the end. Now, somebody asked me, well, what did I say to make him laugh? And to be honest with you, I'm trying to recollect that. And I know I said, you know, he started saying, why do you hate me? You know, and my response to him was, listen, I do say positives. I've read positive things about you. And I said, listen, this is your big night. I mean, congrats, you had a big night. So I don't know what precipitated the laughter. I can't recall, okay. But that's where it ended. Okay. And I really believe that. He had a triumphant night.
I was a little surprised that he went into that because, as I said, it was inaudible, but I said, hey, this is your night, man. It's a big night for you. Have fun. But I appreciated the fact that he did not say what was on his mind from the podium. Yeah. As other quarterbacks have done with me, which is very uncomfortable. And I also didn't appreciate the fact that this interaction was filmed without my knowledge. And it turned out it was his brother who is doing, I don't know, they're documenting everything of his rookie season. Everybody saw the video. It was good natured. We went on good terms. And it shouldn't have been that big a deal on his mind after his big night.
Tony, I don't think you said nothing to make him laugh. I think he just was laughing to ease the tension between you, to let you know to let your guards down. Like he was confronting you about that, but letting you know, like, just relax on him and trying to break down that barrier. He was trying to let you know that he's a good guy. You don't have to be that way with him. So you didn't say anything to make him laugh. What he said made him laugh was, what did I do, Tony? What did I do? What did I do? But all right, if you guys are wondering about the interaction that Tony had in the past, this is when Baker Mayfield was the quarterback of the Cleveland Browns and he caused him to storm out of the press conference after Tony was asked some dumbass questions.
Urgency there, was something going on?
There was a penalty, so we were negative yardage.
No, but there was a lot of time between snaps.
Well, when the penalty happened and we're behind the chains. No, stop saying but. I just told you the clock was running and we had a penalty. You want to give them the ball back? No, you don't play. You don't know it. That's just plain and simple. Was I happy with the drive? No, we didn't score points. It's the dumbest question you could ask. What? Jesus, Tony.
So yeah, Tony not new to this, he true to this. If you guys are wondering, after that performance, Shedeur did not move up at all on the depth chart. Still number 4. Still number 4. But he got a lot of reps today though, despite that. Some with the twos, and I believe some with the ones, but for sure with the twos, alright? And he performed pretty well, but almost every damn body performed well today, dog. They know shit getting real. They can't be playing around. Shit real around there after what 12 did. So y'all boy, let's see his energy today as he speaks about Shedeur because he's talking about it.
Hi everybody, Tony Grossi with your Cleveland Browns training camp report. Day 12, we are presented by Maloney and Novotny. Well, the Browns embark on probably the most crucial week of their training camp to make important decisions, and they had a pretty good, productive day on offense today. A couple of things of note. Dylan Gabriel did return to 14 periods at practice, but Kenny Pickett did not. So that altered the snap rotation in a couple of periods where Shedeur Sanders went second after Joe Flacco and Dillon Gabriel third. And then in another period, it was reversed. Dillon Gabriel went second and Shedeur Sanders went third. So it's a very crucial week, most people think, for Dillon Gabriel, hoping to get his first action on the field Saturday against the Philadelphia Eagles after 2 days of practices. Here are the numbers, and they're very, very good for today. Joe Flacco was 7-11 with 1 touchdown. Kenny Pickett, in his limited reps, 5 for 5 with 3 touchdowns. That was a red zone period, 7-on-7. Dillon Gabriel was 7 of 10 with 3 touchdowns, and Shedeur Sanders was 10 of 14 with 2 touchdowns. So again, this is a pretty important week for this quarterback competition. Prior to practice, Kevin Stefanski said he's not sure if he'll name his starting quarterback after the Philadelphia week, but he's certainly thinking about it. And again, it could be a very important week for that decision to be made. One bad note today, earlier in the day, the Browns waived with an injury designation wide receiver Luke Floria. Suffered a mild hamstring injury. Well, it was severe enough to keep him out a couple weeks, which would not do him any good as his roster status. Very good chance, though, that he comes back to the team and could be eligible for the practice squad when those decisions are made. So that's it from day 12. We will be back again tomorrow. No.
All right, so no crazy talk about Shedeur, but Luke Floria being waived, it sucks because he put his hamstring while catching that one-hand pass after Shedeur was scrambling and fouled him over top, man. That shit crazy, but that's football for you. Okay, so if you want to see the highlights for today's training camp practice, shout out to Cameron Justice. We're going to check out some of his footage right here. Alright, now these folks talk about whether or not they believe Shedeur can move up on the depth chart after a strong performance in Philly. Now, we thought he was going to be able to move up on the depth chart after that recent strong performance. I know the Browns don't think, oh, we just got a good system, playbook, so anyone can shine in that shit. Nah, that man made it happen, but let's see what they got to say, bro.
Say Shedeur goes out and plays extremely well in these practices against the best team in the National Football League, which is the Philadelphia Eagles, Super Bowl champs. He does that, and he takes a step even further than what we saw on Friday night, on Saturday afternoon. then you're going to start getting more rumblings. Because when you start stringing together these performances and you play against a quality opponent, it doesn't get any better than that.
But this is one thing we know that the Browns are going to do. You're going to see a lot of Joe Flacco in them practices against the Eagles. So, I mean, Shedeur will get practice time, but I'm not sure he's going to get a lot of it because they look at it as you're going to play on Saturday.
But my whole point is still, performance like that is going to force voices in the building to start talking.
Basically, and not only the voices in the building are talking, a lot of coaches and executives from other teams are talking as well, man. It's hard to find a good quarterback. So listen, Shedeur, just keep doing your thing, dog. Your time will come. And once again, like Myles Garrett said the other day,
We're gonna need you, bro. We're gonna need you.